Hey, it's Lori Richardson. We have been talking a lot about the seller paid buy down, right? What a great way to stop buyers and sellers from wasting money negotiating price reductions. I know that sounds crazy, but it really is an amazing solution. And we have to remember that affordability is an issue right now, right? We have clients who were pre approved last fall and they feel like they've been priced out of the market, even if it's not true. So I wanted to walk you through a couple of different case studies. Today, we're going to talk about a conventional loan, right? I've got a client who's putting 5% down, and I'll stick the chart in here just so that you can kind of see it. But assuming that we were looking at a $675,000 purchase price, if we were looking at pricing that loan today, rates would be at 6 1/8 roughly. And remember, those change all the time. On the day that I'm recording that, that's a pretty good estimate. Putting 5% down, our payment would be roughly $4,047, just straight up, right? No buy down, no nothing. That's where the market is today. Now, we could go to that seller and ask for a $25,000 price drop, right? That takes us, look at column two, that takes us down to a purchase price of $650,000. With the same rate, all other things being equal, it drops our payment $139 a month down to $39.07. $139 a month is not bad, but it may not get us where we need to be, right? So I want you to pay particular attention to column three. Here is where we ask for a seller paid buy down, and the seller gives the buyer a credit not to lower the purchase price, but to buy down the interest rate. So in this case, instead of asking for a $25,000 price reduction, we ask the seller for a $12,500 credit that my buyer will then use to buy down the interest rate to 5.49%. Now that drops the payment to $37.30 per month, or a total of $316 a month. Now we're talking about affordability, right? That's a car payment for some clients. Win for the buyer because their payment is $316 lower, and win for the seller because instead of reducing the purchase price by $25,000, they give $12,500 to the buyer, and everybody wins, right? They net $12,500 more than they would have by dropping the price, and my client gets $300 cheaper in monthly payment. Column four, just so that you can kind of get an idea, some of my clients will say, well, gosh, how much would we have to ask the seller to lower the price to get that payment down to $3,700 a month? And the answer is all the way down to $617,000. So that is a huge drop in price. So the seller buy down to the rescue again, because again, think through it from my client's perspective. Now we've got a lower interest rate over the life of the loan. You guys know we've talked about this for a long time. We may be refinancing it at some point, but my buyer saves in interest throughout time until we are actually ready to refinance. So it's a great example. It's a great strategy. Call me and let me know how I can be helpful, and we'll run the numbers to see if it can help you too. Talk to you soon.